Our next story features an encounter in the woods that has many wondering if this vanished apex predator has returned. October 14th, 1996, Chichibutamakai National Park, Japan. Mountaineer Hiroshi Yagi is driving at night on a forest road when something flits across his line of sight. An unknown creature approaches his car, stopping just a few feet away. The animal shows no fear as Hiroshi moves towards it and captures this. With pointed ears, a long snout, and thick brown hair, it appears to be a wolf. Hiroshi takes several pictures, amazed that he may have stumbled upon an animal that hasn't been seen in decades, the Japanese wolf.
で、それを研究者の元に送りましたら、いないはずの狼ではないか。狼に対して、日本狼に対して興味を持って、同じような体験をしていた人たちが、日本の国の中にいっぱいいたんですよ、実は。
Years after that first encounter in the forest, Yagi checks one of his trail cameras and sees footage of 3 deer appearing to flee something unseen. And on the camera audio, we hear the unmistakable sound of a howl.
初めていないはずの動物の遠吠えを聞いて
There's a good reason why Yagi's discovery is so stunning.
The last known remains of a Japanese wolf were purchased by a zoologist in the year 1905, and he in turn shipped those off to the Natural History Museum in London. But these images were taken in Japan in the 1990s, and it's kind of unexpected. There's an interesting parallel here between the Japanese wolf and something known as the Tasmanian tiger or thylacine, which is a carnivorous striped animal that supposedly went extinct on the island of Tasmania back in the 1930s. However, since that time, there have been dozens of alleged sightings of these animals running around on the island of Tasmania.
A 2021 study revealed that the Japanese wolf has genetic links to both prehistoric wolves and modern dogs. So did Hiroshi Yagi find a Japanese wolf in those woods? Or just a plain old pooch? Let's ask our experts. First, we compare the howl from Yagi's video to a recording of an actual wolf.
Comparing the wolf howl, the wolf tone, to what we have in the recording, there are many similarities here. The wolf tone has a very long pitch to it, very similar to what we had in the example recording. It tends to be at a long duration at one frequency. So nothing about the duration or the frequency range here would rule out that it could be a wolf that we're hearing in the recording.
So the audio evidence is pointing to a wolf. But what about Yagi's photos?
The thing that stands out is this creature seems to be a bit on the short and small side for what I would expect for a normal wolf. But Japanese wolves actually were quite a bit smaller compared to our standard wolves.
But based on the photos alone, can we conclude anything?
The snout and head seems a little bit elongated and more oval-like. Also, the tail looks a lot different than what I would expect from a wolf. And their heads seem to be shaped just a little bit different than a normal wolf. So I think most likely what's being reported here is a type of dog. I do think there is a high possibility that some of the feral dogs in the area might still carry some Japanese wolf genetics, but it would still be classified as a feral dog.
Our verdict? Kind of a split decision. Our experts say these images are of a feral dog, but our audio analysis of that howl leaves room for Hiroshi's wolf hypothesis. So the next time you're taking a hike in Japan, keep your ears to the ground.